Welcome back to 3 poses a day for 30 days to relax the pelvic floor. I'm Tracy, and all postures today will be focused on kneeling. We will wag the dog. I know it sounds kind of silly. Hula hoop also sounds rather silly, and we'll do a deep lunge. So, as far as props go, you'll probably want a blanket or a pillow to kneel on just to take some pressure off the knees, and 2 yoga blocks. So, pause the video, grab your gear, and we'll get started. Step 1, we're wagging the tail. So let's come onto all fours. The knees should be hip distance apart. The base of the hands should be directly under the shoulders. And you want to make sure you're not scrunching the shoulders up by the ears. So the shoulders come back and the gaze is down to begin. Start with a straight back, and we can pull that tailbone slightly toward the back of the head. So instead of tucking the bottom under, we really want to focus on stretching the pelvic floor. So I have a straight spine. Don't let the ribs sink down. Nice straight back. And the only motion here at this point is going to be the tailbone. All right, so for wagging the tail, we will stay with a nice natural curve of the spine, tailbone pulling back as your gaze comes to the left and the hips move a little to the left. So you're creating a U. Nice straight back. We're going to come back to the center, gaze down, and look over to the right side of the body. And back to center. Now, the breath, as you know, is super important when you're working on the health of the pelvic floor. So remember, every inhale, the rib cage expands and you're filling the belly with air. And on the exhale, you can exhale from the bottom of the belly first and push the air all the way out. So when we tie the breath here, we'll inhale in the center. Exhale, bring the gaze to the left as the hips come to the left. Remember, those hips are still above the knees. And we'll inhale back to center. And exhale, looking to the right, hips to the right. And back to center. So let's have everyone join in together. We'll do 6 sets with motion. All right, here we go. Gaze is down. We'll inhale. Exhale, hips come to the left. Head comes to the left. Remember, the hip points stay above the knees. And we'll inhale center. And exhale, look to the right. Slowest looking dog I've ever seen, but that's okay. Inhale center. All right, you have 5 more. Your own pace with your own breath. And every time you're in the center, really check in with the pelvis. Make sure the tailbone's coming back. It's kind of nice to do a stretch where you're moving. Let's go ahead and round it out so we're even on both sides. And we'll come back to center. And then for hula hoop, I invite you to grab your blocks. And the way this will work, we will start with that left knee on the ground and the right the right foot is going to come forward as the arms are resting on your block. So you're not hunching down, the spine's nice and long, tailbone's pulling back. So don't tuck the booty under to start, tailbone's back. And then the feet are roughly hip distance apart. So the way this will work with hula hoop, we will bring the upper body forward along with the knee and the hips. We'll rotate back and around, and we're just making a simple circle. And we'll do 4 clockwise, and then we'll switch directions. and then we'll shorten them up even more. All right, big circles first. Nice straight spine. And we'll come forward and move the hip to the right and start nice big circles. And really, you can go as fast or as slow as you want. We're just working on opening up the hip and stretching the pelvic floor. All right, let's switch directions. So now we're going counterclockwise. Nice big circles. Make sure the back is straight. All right, and we'll hold it here. And I want you to try making tiny circles so small, if I were to see you through your screen, I would barely be able to notice you moving. Beautiful. And now we'll switch to the other direction. Counterclockwise, nice small circles. Nice. All right, let's bring that right knee to the ground and the left leg forward. And you know exactly where we're going with this. Let's go clockwise first. Nice big motion with the hips. We'll do 4. And don't forget to breathe. You'll find your breath naturally syncs up. Just don't hold your breath. All right, and then we'll hold and switch to counterclockwise. Nice big circles, nice straight back. All right, small circles this time. Barely able to see it. Let's go clockwise. I always feel this in the pelvic floor. All right, and then we'll go counterclockwise, nice and small. Wonderful. All right, and since we are already here, our last posture, it goes nice and quick today, will be a deep lunge. So I would invite you to keep the hands supported on your blocks. The left leg will come out a little bit further, and you're going to drop the right hip, drop the butt cheeks, maybe squeeze the right glute as you lean forward. So important point here, the left knee stays above the ankle. And if it's too much for the knee, back off. You don't want any injuries with yoga. All right, let's stay here for 6 breaths. Nice straight spine, long neck. One more inhale, big belly breath. And on the exhale, let's release and we'll switch legs. So now the left leg is on your pillow or your blanket. The right leg extends out a little further than we went when we were doing hula hoop. All right, we'll come into the lunge, making sure you feel the stretch in that inner thigh on the left. You should feel it in the front of the leg. You can increase the intensity by squeezing the glute. And make sure that right knee comes directly over the right heel. All right, straight back, raise the chest, and we'll be here for 6 breaths. Drop the booty down. Don't forget to breathe. One more big inhale. And on the exhale, release. And that is it for your 3 postures today. I hope you enjoyed it and feel nice and stretched. And I will see you again for day 6 tomorrow. Take care.